The end of the world. It's something every generation has feared at one point or another. Like in 2020, when the pandemic happened and killed hundreds of thousands of people. People feared death and the end coming soon. Though some found comfort in religion, many feared their end and what would happen after the fact. Would there be an afterlife? Would we be reborn? Or would we simply disappear? Heat Up Normal is one of the many songs about the end of the world. It's genuinely one of my favorite songs of all time. In this video, I will be analyzing Heat Up Normal, its lyrics, and music videos. Netsuijo, or Heat Up Normal, is a song written by Yoa, sung by Adachi Rei and Hatsune Miku as the backing vocals. Little side tangent, Adachi Rei isn't actually like other virtual singers. She was made completely in Audacity, and so the creator tuned every single sound. It's really technical and pretty interesting. The song was released in 2022 while the pandemic was still happening and was still a threat. Part of me wonders if Iowa made the song reflecting on that, or maybe it's inspired by the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Either way, this song perfectly captures the uneasiness and fear we feel while facing the reality that the world may come to an end someday. I don't have much to say about the original music video because it's just the same animation loop, but I will touch on it for a bit. The music video's lighting starts off very dark with Rei's eyes and hair being the highlight. It kind of looks like the sun is being blocked out, like by an eclipse. The lyrics are in quotation marks. This supports the theory that Rei is relaying information from the recorder. Many interpret it as an innocent bystander's final message before the world comes to an end. The narrator of the recorder seems to wish that somebody, anybody, will hear their final words. When the chorus starts, the video blurs and begins to flash. My favorite part is the bridge, when the atmosphere gets dark again. Like I said earlier, as if the sun is being blacked out. Rei stares at the camera with what seems like sorrow or fear for the narrator. I love how the instrumental goes higher and lower, kind of like a siren, and if you listen to it closely enough, you can hear this faint actual siren. It instills this fear and dread to you. I just love it so much. At the end, there's a flower left by a recorder. At first, I thought this was a purple dahlia, but they represent things that just don't really fit with the song. When watching another analysis on the song, the YouTuber mentioned flower Miyako Wasude. There's some lore to this flower that I find really interesting, so listen up, class. First, let's break down the word. Miyako means Kyoto, and Wasude means forget Kyoto. The word itself originates from the story of Emperor Jintoku. Bear with me, okay? After losing the Jioku War in the Kamakura period, he was exiled to Saso Island. On the island were the flowers. These flowers comforted Juntoku. He loved them. He also loved his capital and longed to forget it due to the painful memories it brought up. This story gave birth to the word Miyako Wasude, meaning for the sake of forgetting Tokyo. This can represent forgetting bad memories. It can also represent farewell or until we meet again. Rei maybe left it to say farewell or until we meet again to the narrator of the tape. Heat Up Normal was also written for a contest for getting into Project Sekai. Project Sekai collaborated with Vocaloid Collection, a bi-seasonal event where Vocaloid producers enter a song and the one with the most views on Nico Nico wins. Though Iowa made it to number 1, he didn't have a necessary tag to get into Project Sekai. Sekai-chan to Kafu-chan no Otsukai Kasu Kyoko won and was added to Project Sekai. I'm actually kind of thankful this happened because then Heat Up Normal would likely never have gotten a Nightcore cover, which honestly would have been a tragedy. The song starts with a reference to the original. They all mimic Rei holding the recorder to her ear. The lighting also looks like the beginning of the original music video. Then they all kind of crouch quickly as if they're ducking from something, or maybe the building they were in was shaking. After Kaito says, Naku narai no, it won't go away, the screens behind them begin to glitch. It seems like the internet has gone down. Kanade looks at them all running around left and right. I mean, if the world was ending and everyone was running around, I'd look panicked too. The scenery here also looks really cool. It looks like snow, and the video is more grayscale. Okay, it might just be me. Like, maybe I'm just crazy, but it seems like their arms are kind of forming the earth, like the shape of it, and then their arms go up in kind of like an explosive motion. So maybe this represents the world exploding. I could just be like totally insane though. After the line, the black stars are looking at them, we see this really cool sparkle effect. And they look so silly and cute, but no, these sparkles are evil, evil sparkles. The chorus starts, and there's a very bright star in the background now. It shines through windows. This goes along with a line, a howling ray of light pierces my eyes. Also, I have to mention this. Mizuki and Kaito say the bells of parting toll, which is already bad enough. But to make it worse, it just cuts to Enna for a second. The foreshadowing is insane. I cannot believe they did this. I also like how they gave Mafuyu the line, the answer born out of the history built by God tastes like sand. Because in the main story, we learn Mizuki lost her sense of taste. Then we get this insane visual of a meteorite destroying the planet. Like, Seka went crazy with this one. Mafuyu and Enna reach out to each other, but do not reach each other. This reminds me of that one Enna card. Kanade and Mizuki also try to reach out to one another as Kaito looks behind them. They all begin to say, "This can't be real." Kanade looks at her hands, completely looking away, looks at one hand over her eye and looks away. She quickly looks back. It seems as if she knows the disaster is coming, but just won't accept it. Enna looks completely away. She wants nothing to do with this. Mizuki shields her eyes, acknowledging the danger, but not wanting to think about it. In this entire sequence, Kaito is still looking at the blazing star. He is fully accepting the end coming. I like how this can correlate back to Night Court. They all try to look away from their problems, refuse their real, or just don't have the courage to face. Kaito is the one in the group who is blunt. He addresses the situation and never tries to deny it. By the way, I am not a Kaito fan. In fact, I kind of hate him. Sorry, Kaito fans, please don't come for me. I have nothing against you if you like him. I just personally don't, but I actually really like his vocals in this song, and I think he was a great choice. So, like, round of applause for Kaito. Anyway, as he turns back around, the rest turn around too. They are all now accepting their situation. This can symbolize how Mafuyu is no longer denying that her mom isn't looking out for her, or Mizuki finally sharing her secret and true emotions. Kaito takes over the last part. He sings it in entirety. Some have interpreted this as the rest either dying or it being too hot to breathe and to sing. The background looks like the aftermath of the apocalypse, the earth slowly dying to time. They all walk off and disappear, in the order of Enna, Mafuyu, Mizuki, then Kanade. Kaito looks straight at the audience, then walks away and disappears. Vocaloids are completely useless without humans. And if you don't want to think about Nightcore dying, who does? Maybe it symbolizes the order of which they were saved. Kanade is last because she wants to save everyone before herself. The last shot is another reference to the original music video. It shows a flower resting by the recorder. I really love this song, and I enjoyed writing the script. I'm gonna be so honest, I wrote this forever ago and just haven't recorded yet. This is my first video essay, so I apologize if the video is either low quality or my information was incorrect. I also have a new editing software that I'm still trying to get used to, because I'm kind of an idiot. I think my favorite part of this was learning about the Miyako Wazore flower. I just love learning about Japanese history. This also gave me an excuse to listen to Heat of Normal and watch its music videos on repeat. Thank you so much for listening to ramble about this amazing song. Like if you want any more deep dives into Vocaloid music. I love to do this again. Bye bye!